Okay, Jess, I'm sending you a video. Why? Because I'm crazy about videos. Yes, but especially because I think it can be an uncomfortable conversation. I think it's good that you receive the information that if I send you an email, it's too cold. You can see a little bit the perspective. Okay, and I can explain a little bit the rationale behind this. Okay, then I think the key aspect is in terms of the request is what is the activity we're doing? You are the founder, the original, the person that validates the spirit of the company and have the product vision. Then I would be doing investment, bringing in the money and revenue. Okay, that's quite a bit of a challenge. And then I do believe that we need a CDO. Okay, so you'll see that there's two scenarios: one with CDO, one without, with a chief data officer, or whatever you want to call it, because that can really, in early stage companies, it just automatically creates the sense of validation. Why am I saying this? Because if not, the pressure will come on the revenue. Unless you have a kind of a tech mode, we don't really have a tech mode, but some claim to say, hey, we're building something really big, because that's what's attractive. Okay, they have no idea, we have little revenue, blah, but someone tech that can scale the idea to the max at the beginning will give quite a bit of validation. In both cases, I know it can be achieved, but I do believe that with a tech person, with a data person specifically, this can make a difference. It can be someone full-time, it can be someone part-time just doing one day, but I think it can make the process shorter and give us better valuation, while, so what we said, less shares, but a more valuable company and faster, especially. I think the key aspect is it will accelerate the process. Let me just share the numbers very briefly. Okay. So here's an exercise. So you just see two things. First, their impact on the business, and you founder, product vision, investment and revenue, CTO, tech and vision. Okay. ESOP will need to have ESOP. Okay, I'm making up. This is a theoretical number of 1,000 shares, and you have 950, and you have a bunch of two investors. I'm just making this up. Could be another thing. Okay, and we happy to work with the actual data. Okay, then what I think should be is if we have a CRO and a CDO, I would say 200 shares or 20% of the current state of the company. Okay, and with a fall, with a vesting period, all this, and so just in terms of that, but 20%. Why 20%? Okay, and with the CDO, because I think with the two of us, we can really activate, get things going, and put very fast. If the CTO were in there, I would say, for me, I would think it would be logical 30%, because then all the weight is kind of investing in revenue at the same time on me. Obviously, we're working together. You will need to be part of the pitch many times, but I'll be the one responsible. I'll be the one, hey, driving this, negotiating, going through the due diligence, all this kind of stuff, and that's quite a bit of pressure. Okay, then the other element of here, that's my proposal. Obviously, happy to hear your point on this, but this is kind of the starting point. Beyond that, you'll see the scenario. I'm just showing you a little bit like, hey, every funding round, I just increase the shares of the investors, the seed investors here, the investors A round, and you can kind of see with CDO and without CDO, because an aspect that you mentioned the other day that was important for you was the control. Obviously, the amount of control that you'll be able to have in a company as a one founder, normally it's hard to have more than 51% for a very long time, but as co-founders, okay, in theory, until Series C, we wouldn't lose that 50% mark. Okay, just this is a theoretical 20% dilution each time. Okay, but I think it's gives you, and also depending on the strength in the negotiation, the corporate governance. I mean, we can actually manage the board. I mean, the key is the board, and the end how the board is nominated is the absolute key. Because that's the CEO can fire everyone. Okay, so you can fire everyone, but the board can fire you. So that's how we need to make that work. And I think we can keep control quite a bit of time. Beyond that, focusing on the board will be key. So 20% if there's a CDO, and each of us. Okay, I'm happy to, even if the CDO is amazing, to take a little bit less, and it doesn't really matter. If the CEO is not there, 30%, tell me if it makes sense or not. In any case, we do keep control of this, and let's talk a little bit longer about the rest of the topics. Okay, but I hope this is helpful. It just helps a little bit identify my point of view, and hopefully, we can find an alignment. Okay, cool. Talk to you